800 credit score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and welcome all to the channel too also as well. If you're interested in ways to build credit, increase your credit score, learn about how to get excellent credit, how to get approved for lines of credit, loans, business, and personal too also as well, and travel the world for free. Maybe you're just looking for business funding to and expand your business or start a new business. If you're interested in those things, that's what this channel is about. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications too also as well. Make sure you select all notifications. That way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too also as well. As you guys can see, I don't have our setup, a recent setup that we been doing recently too also as well. I just have a, just our regular webcam right now that we're using. And welcome all of you to also as well. We had a very awesome, a totally awesome live stream last week, Wednesday, where we had our special guest, Bob from the YouTube channel Cakeology, where he introduced himself to all of you. And he talked about his experiences with business credit and being a business coach too also as well. So we learned a lot from just having Bob on our channel last week, Wednesday. So that was a great experience. Bob was truly on fire. And Bob, if you're here in the live stream with us tonight, I want to say thank you so much for being a part of our live stream too also as well. And thank you for being our guest on our channel. We really appreciate you and all the knowledge that you brought to the channel too also as well. It was truly a pleasure to have you here on this channel too also as well. And if you need help with like one-on-one help with business, not business, but credit coaching too also as well, you need help on a one-on-one basis, increasing your credit score or building credit, building that strong credit profile. Maybe you would like to get approved for a mortgage or a line of credit or anything of that nature. You could definitely email me. The link to email me can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too also as well. And all the links to follow me on social media can also be found at the bottom of the About section on this channel too also as well. You can follow me on Facebook there, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and several of the other Instagram too also as well. You can follow me on Instagram as well. Join our Facebook group. It's called How to Get Excellent Credit. We ask that all of you please join our Facebook group, How to Get Excellent Credit. That way you can share your credit experiences with building credit and increasing your credit score with others here in our Facebook credit group. It's called How to Get Excellent Credit. So thank you guys for watching too also as well. And if you haven't already and you're interested in supporting our channel, go ahead and join our Patreon. You could become a Patreon member. The link can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel to join our Patreon too also as well. So thank you all for joining. Right now we have 4 people here with us here in the live stream. Thank you to all 4 of you who are watching or listening. First and foremost, I want to say a special thank you, and I would ask that everyone please give a warm welcome to Janelle Leoni. Janelle Leoni is truly a blessing to this channel, too, also because she helps to answer questions from others. She recognizes comments, and anytime I miss a comment, she's right here with me, right next to me, actually letting me know, hey, you missed a comment, Lyndon, and I'm on it. So thank you so much to Janelle Leoni. So everyone, please say hello to Janelle too. She's waving right beside of me too. Also, Janelle says good evening and welcome to our tonight live stream too. Also as well. Thank you for sharing that, Janelle. Also, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber has been with us for a long time now, and we really appreciate her and all that she contributes to our live streams too as well, as far as sharing her experiences with building credit and increasing her credit score. We really appreciate you, Pink Lady Barber. So everyone, please give a warm welcome to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber says, hello, family. Hello, Pink Lady. How are you doing on this wonderful Wednesday evening as well? We're glad to have you here too also, Pink Lady, and welcome back once again. I just wanted to mention to those of you who are watching, we had a tornado storm. What's that?
Yeah, 3 tornadoes touched down last night.
Okay, we had 3 tornadoes touch down here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota last night. Actually, I was sleeping. It was late. I slept through the whole thing. But it was funny though, with all this thunder going on outside and all of this noise from the tornado. I slept through it all. But I did wake up when I heard the alerts, the tornado warnings, the flood warnings on my cell phone. Actually, it woke me up about 3 o'clock in the morning. So that was kind of interesting too, also, because it's kind of difficult for me to go back to sleep once I'm waking up by something like that. So it was kind of interesting to be woken up. And then later on this morning, as I watched the news, to find out that we actually got hit by a tornado. 3 tornadoes actually, and it kind of did some damage to some homes here and some businesses here too also as well. It tore part of the roof off of a major hospital here also as well, and an apartment complex. It tore the roof off of it, and a store too also as well. A Checkers Auto Parts store was severely damaged by the effects of this tornado too. So we're expecting another tornado tonight, right?
Another major storm tonight,
another
but I'm not
major
sure
storm.
about the tornadoes.
We're not sure. Actually, we're not sure if it's going to be a tornado per se, but it is going to be a storm tonight, a bad storm tonight too, actually. So
just to let everybody know, there's no fatalities, no one got killed.
Okay, there was no
minor injuries. That's it.
Yeah, Janelle just reminded me there was no fatalities during the tornado last night. Just a few minor injuries, and a lot of property damage. Mainly, homes was pretty wrecked. So we had 125 miles per hour winds. So that was kind of interesting there, with the winds being so high and at that velocity, it definitely caused a lot of damage. We've seen some metal rails kind of get torn apart. So we're very fortunate, that we are safe, safe and sound here. Being that we did experience a tornado last night, but all is well here with us, for sure. We even marked ourselves safe on Facebook too, also as well. And the link to follow me on Facebook can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too, also as well. Pink Lady Barber says, wow, I'm glad you guys are okay. Yes, we're actually glad we're okay too, also as well. Thank you for saying that, Pink Lady, because it was really a shock to me as well, because being here not too long, actually, I've been in South Dakota for little over 2 years now. Moved here in July of 2019. 17. So for not being here that long, even though it hasn't been that long, I can say that I haven't seen anything in, as far as a tornado is concerned, hitting
Especially three.
our area, especially not
Within a couple minutes
three
apart.
tornadoes a few minutes apart. Janelle just reminded me too, also.
It's just
And
1996 was the last one they had.
the last tornado that we had here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, was 1996. So that was quite interesting, for that to happen all of a sudden out of the blue, a tornado just comes, So, yeah, thank you so much for saying that, Pink Lady Barber. Yes, we are okay.
Hello, Pink Lady Barber. We heard that there's a tornado one in her state.
Yeah. Janelle just reminded me that Janelle heard that there will be there is a tornado.
A tornado warning.
There's a tornado
Michigan,
warning in
Grand Rapids,
Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, too, also as well. Janelle wanted to let you know, Pink Lady, about that, and anyone else who is in Grand Rapids, Michigan,
or anywhere.
Please be aware that there is a tornado warning for that area too, also
Anywhere
as well, and anywhere in Michigan too. Also, be safe and be sound too. Also as well, definitely be careful. I mean, if you don't have to go outside, definitely try your best to stay indoors as much as possible, and keep tuned into your local news channel, so that way you can be aware of what's going on as far as the weather and everything, down in a tornado that's happening too, also as well. Okay, so Sneaky 25 is back, and everyone, please give a warm welcome to Sneaky 25. Welcome back, Sneaky 25. Glad to have you back once again. Thank you so much for stopping by again. It's always a pleasure to have you here on our live stream, Sneaky 25. Sneaky 25 says, hello, everybody. Hello, Lyndon. Hey, Janelle. Yes. How's it going? Sneaky 25, glad to have you back again. How is your week? And everyone, how is your week? By the way, I know I haven't made any videos since our last live stream on Wednesday, last week, Wednesday, when we had Bob from Cakeology as our guest here on our live stream on this channel too, also as well. But we did enjoy that live stream with Bob, and we're very grateful for Bob being here. But everyone, how is your week, by the way? Did you, have you noticed any changes in your credit scores? Did you have anything new happen in the last week? Or did you get approved for a new credit card? Did you, get approved for a new loan, line of credit, or, did you have any good credit news? In other words, definitely let us know for sure, because we're happy to, recognize that too, also as well. And we're glad to have you guys share that as well. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Pink Lady Barber says, thanks, guys. We are under warning until 11 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so I'm glad that you're aware of that, Pink Lady, too, also as well. Definitely, you want to keep your news channel on, and, keep aware of what's going on with that too, also as well. Janelle says, we are praying for you and your state at Pink Lady Barber. Yes, we are definitely praying for you, Pink Lady. We definitely will have you in our prayers too, also as well. And so definitely be careful out there. I mean, if you have to go out, then, definitely take the necessary precautions. Follow the advice that they're giving you, on your news channels if you do have to go out and things like that. All right. We want you to be safe out there for sure. Sneaky 25 says, my week has been good. I found out portfolio recovery will do a pay for delete. Oh, okay. That's awesome news there, Sneaky 25. Portfolio recovery. That's good that they will do that for you. Make sure that you get something in writing too, also as well, Sneaky 25. Because I mean, I never experienced any collection company, going back on their word. And once they told me over the phone that they would delete it once I paid it, they did. The one that I did get a pay for delete agreement with. But you never know. You just want to make sure and cross all of your T's and dot your I's when as far as that is concerned. You definitely want to make sure that you get something in writing from them because in any event, if there is a problem, and they don't delete it and say they do accept your payment and they don't delete it for whatever reason, if you have something in writing, such as a letter from that company, you could always forward that to the credit bureaus and you can have that deleted. That could be grounds for an immediate deletion right there because they had promised to delete it in writing. So that's why you're trying to getting something in writing is so vital, is so important to getting those items taken off of your credit report. So great job, Sneaky 25. I'm glad that you did get a pay for delete. I'm glad they agreed to that too, portfolio recovery. So that way you have a good chance of getting that deleted off of your credit report. And I mean, it depends on how old that collection is on your report. It will determine how many points you can possibly get of an increase on your credit score. Okay, meaning basically, if that collection is, say, 3 or 4 years old, it's possible you may not get too many points added to your credit score after it's deleted. But if it's something newer than that, maybe 1 year or 2 years old, or even a few months old, is possible it can boost your credit score tremendously. And I'm talking about over 80 to 100 points, or maybe even more than that too, also as well. Actually, Janelle, she got all four of her collections deleted from her TransUnion credit report, and it caused her credit score to go up to a 770 FICO score on TransUnion, just by getting those four collections deleted off of her TransUnion FICO score. So, I mean, that's huge. That could mean a lot. Janelle has gotten actually two of them, I believe, deleted from Experian, and she has one more collection left on her Experian credit report to go, and then that would be it for Experian. Equifax, she still has three, or is it
two or three, but I'm going to do
two or three. But she's going to do a manual letter by mail to dispute Equifax because their system is so complicated. Is different from Experian and is different from TransUnion too, also as well. So that's why she's going to use a different method of disputing with Equifax. But her Experian has one more collection left to get deleted, and then she's going to move on to Equifax. And once she gets at least all, well, if she gets one, she gets all of them deleted. And we're very positive and confident that she will, especially after what happened with her TransUnion credit report. We're very sure that all of her collections on her Experian and her Equifax credit report will all be deleted too, also as well. So we will be making an update video about that, her progress, and give you guys an update on those two credit bureaus and her credit score after she gets those deleted too, also as well. Maybe we might just make a video maybe after she's done with the Experian. So that'll be like 2/3 of the way that she has accomplished so far with that. Pink Lady Barber says, my FICO 9 with Navy Federal went to 790. Wow. Pink Lady Barber, that is awesome. So everyone, please say congratulations to Pink Lady Barber. Her FICO 9 credit score with Navy Federal went up to 790. And also, please say congratulations to Sneaky 25 for getting a pay for delete agreement with Portfolio Recovery too also as well. Janelle says congratulations to Pink Lady Barber. She says she's very happy too also as well. I like the hand clap emojis too. And okay, great, awesome. We have Bob from Cakeology is here. He's in the building. Welcome, Bob. Thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate you. And your interview last week, Wednesday, was awesome. You definitely dropped a lot of knowledge bombs on us, and we really appreciate that. We were glad to have you, Bob. And, thank you so much for being here in our live stream. And, a lot of our subscribers had a lot of questions for you. I know they were shooting a lot of questions at you. It was a pretty long live stream. I mean, it was over 2 hours long. I believe it was almost 2.5 hours long. But they really let you have it with the questions for sure. But you answered the questions very well. And, we learned a lot from you and just from that interview. And we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. So everyone, please give a warm welcome to Cakeology, Bob. Bob says, hello, fam, peace and love to also as well. So everyone, please say hello to Cakeology. Thank you so much for stopping by. Pink Lady Barber says, hang in there, Janelle. Yes, Janelle, hang in there. Yeah, Janelle, yeah, she's definitely going to hang in there. She's been doing some great work, disputing those collections too also as well.
Those are my biggest things.
I was actually very impressed with what Janelle did, with just her TransUnion, all on her own, actually getting four collections deleted off of her TransUnion, and that made a huge difference in her FICO score, and that's why now her FICO score is 770 on TransUnion too also as well, and that's a huge development for her. Being that she's only been building credit between 3 and 4 months now. So it hasn't been a long time. Some people, it can take them a few years to build a credit score of 770. Janelle has done it in 3 or 4 months. So that's a huge accomplishment too also as well. So congratulations there, Janelle. Good job. Good job. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. A lot of interaction between you two, between everyone here in the live stream. That's good to know, good to see. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pink Lady Barber says, great live stream last week. And I like the fist pumps, the muscle pumps, actually. Muscle flex, I should say. Those are muscle flexes. Those are awesome, awesome. Thank you for saying that, Pink Lady. I'm glad that you enjoyed that live stream too also as well. So if you haven't already, people, hit the thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Helps with the YouTube algorithms. It helps YouTube promote this video better too also as well. Also want to say, everyone, to please give a warm welcome and say hello to Laura Martinez. Welcome back to our live streams, Laura. I appreciate you and thank you for joining us once again. Laura says hello, everyone. So everyone, please say hello to Laura Martinez. Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, great. So people, basically, on this channel, how to get an 800 credit score. We talk about ways to increase your credit, how to build credit, how to get excellent credit too also as well. And just keep in mind, an 800 credit score is not necessary too also as well. It's not necessary, right? But What is necessary is you get an excellent credit is, I believe, is necessary to get the lowest payments on car loans, on mortgages, on even credit cards, loans, as far as business funding, all of these things, you can get the lowest interest rates on if you have excellent credit. So I know the title of our YouTube channel has been how to get an 800 credit score from the beginning. But my concept, my belief is that, if uh, you reach high, like if you just want to get like $100, if you want to accomplish getting or earning $100, you know, think about earning more than that. Think about earning maybe 150 or $200. Okay, and then that $100 won't be so easy to obtain. So this is the same way I see it as an 800 credit score, even though it's not 100% necessary, because you can still get the same. I would say 95% of the benefits of someone with an 800 credit score if you only have a 760 credit score. Okay, meaning you're still in the excellent credit range, right? But you're not at the high end of it, right? But you can still get the same benefits, okay? Cash back, you can still travel the world for free. You can still get the lowest rates on loans, on lines of credit, on mortgages, on business funding, all of the above, right? So an 800 credit score is not 100% necessary, but it is like we're shooting for the stars here, okay? Let's see if we have any other comments here. I believe we do have one more from JD Colón. JD Colón, welcome back once again, JD. We're glad to have you back again in our live stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to JD Colón. Please say hello to JD Colón too also as well. JD Colón says, good evening. Yes, I hope you're having a great day out there. JD too also as well. And everyone, please comment and let us know where you're from. Where you're from too also as well. And also, if you had any good credit news this week that you wanted to share, maybe your credit score increased, or maybe you got approved for a new credit card or line of credit, loan or mortgage, car loan, or whatever the situation is. Any good credit news, definitely let us know inside of the comments too also as well. So we do have a topic for tonight's live stream. And our topic is going to be, we're going to go over just a few tips. We're going to give you guys about 14 tips on how, maintaining a good credit score. So these are basically 14 tips on, how we can maintain our good credit score after we have already accomplished that. Same thing, pertains to an excellent credit score too also as well, to maintain it, to maintain that. If you're in a good credit range, then you definitely want to aim at getting into the excellent credit range too also as well. But you definitely want to maintain that credit range, credit status, I should say. JD Colón. Okay, JD Colón says hello to Pink Lady Barber. Okay, I wanted to get the other comment. Okay, JD Colón says, what's going on tonight? All is good today in Seattle. Okay, awesome there, JD. JD's from Seattle. So, JD, how is Seattle treating you? I mean, I hear that's a pretty nice city, and a lot of things, got a lot of things going on up there. But I'm glad to know that, it sounds like you're in good spirits there, JD. And let's see what else. Okay, JD says, I have a good, bad, and ugly news I can share. Okay. Well, share away, JD. That's what we're here for. Let's see what else do we have here. Brian Taylor says
You have
hi.
to know
Yes,
about it.
Brian Taylor. What'd you say, Janelle?
Oh,
Brian Taylor says hi. So, Brian Taylor, everyone, Brian has his own YouTube channel where he talks about credit repair. Right, he has some videos there. And if you like to learn more about his channel and his videos on his channel, you can definitely click on his name and click on subscribe. And you could definitely, you know, take a look at his videos for sure and what he has to offer there too also as well. Looks like we have our first super chat coming from Brian Taylor, an amount of $2. We have a $2 super chat from Brian Taylor. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat, Brian. I really appreciate that you're taking that out of your hard-earned money that you earned and donating to our channel, because a lot of that money, definitely goes to us making better videos, producing better content for all of you. And, a lot goes in to these videos and live streams that we do here. It definitely takes a lot, to have a niche, right? To have a channel about a niche and definitely keep producing and coming out with new, fresh material, new topics to discuss and talk about too also as well. So it's a lot, it's definitely a lot of work. When you hear a lot of YouTubers and creators that have their own YouTube channels saying that, making videos is a lot of work, it's true. It is a lot of work. And I and Janelle, we found out that ourselves. Okay, let's see. We missed any comments
yeah.
here? Yes, we did. Okay, JD Colon says the good news that he has is he paid off my student loans this past week, about $2,800 that I had left. Okay, congratulations there, JD, for paying off your student loans. Okay, awesome, awesome. It was just the amount, the 2,800 that you had left over to pay. So that's pretty good news, JD. Great job getting that paid off too, also as well. And I'm assuming you said you have good news, you have ugly news, and bad news, good, bad, and ugly. So I'm kind of guessing at what the bad and the ugly news is going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and let's see, look and see. Okay, you did make another comment, so I'll put that one up. The bad news from JD is Experian put some random address on my report last night. Okay, that's not good.
No.
That I don't know. I called them today and disputed it. Let's see how that goes. Yes, JD. Well, it's good that you disputed it because that will definitely help you tremendously. Those addresses that are not your addresses, you definitely want to have those removed. Um, and you don't want to have anything that's not yours. You don't even want to have social security numbers that are not yours, right? You don't want to have any names that are not your name. You don't want to have any information that is wrong. Okay, even if they have the wrong employment, you definitely want to make sure they have the right employment too, also as well. And another tip is that you want to make sure that your name is being spelled correctly, not only on your credit report, but on all of your credit cards. You want to try to have it uniform. And what I mean by uniform is you want to pretty much have all of your credit cards say the same name, read the same name, the same way, the same spelling. If your name say is Bob J. Pylon, right, and you want all your credit cards to say Bob J. Pylon, then you want to definitely have all of them say Bob J. Pylon and not some of them say Bob Pylon and some of them say B Pylon, or you want them all to say the same, to read the same. Okay, and that definitely helps a lot too. That's one of the tricks there. So you definitely want to make sure all of the information also is correct on your credit report. Also, so that was a good move on your part, JD, by calling them and letting them know right away about that random address that was not yours.
That was weird.
Too, also as well. Okay. Brian Taylor says you're welcome and you keep up the good work. Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate you, Brian, for stopping by, for coming back, and so many of our live streams too, also. And you keep up the good work too, also as well. Keep making those videos too. So
get it going.
Gotta keep it going, right? We appreciate you, Brian. Thank you so much. Too, also as well. So everyone, if you haven't already, you definitely want to check out Brian's channel too, also as well. And also another person with a great channel too, as well, is Bob from Cakeology too, also as well. You definitely want to check out Bob's channel, Cakeology, where he talks a lot about building business credit. And you definitely want to see the videos and everything that he has to offer. The brother drops a lot of knowledge on business credit too, also as well. He's a business coach. And if you need help with that, you could definitely see him. And I would definitely subscribe. So you want to click on his name, click on go to channel. And when you get there, make sure you click on subscribe and hit the bell notifications too. So that way, every time he makes a video, you'll know about it for sure. Great channel there, Cakeology. Okay. And in the future, we're all talking about, I know one of our subscribers by the name of Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman, he first came up with the idea that we, meaning four of us, should do a collaboration, live stream video between our channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score, Dwayne's channel, How to Build Credit TV, Dave's channel at Travel Explore Click, and Bob's channel at Cakeology. Okay, and what happened was we found out that we have the software to actually have six guests on our live stream at one time. So what we did was we had invited two other guests. One of them that we invited, he goes by the name of Will Schropp. Maybe some of you might know of him. He talks about travel credit cards too, also as well. And he was actually on David's channel, Travel Explore Click, one live stream, and that's how I was introduced to him too, also as well. And we also were trying to invite Flashpoint Capital. So a lot of you know of Flashpoint Capital because he's always on David's channel, Travel Explore Click, too, also as well. So there's our six channels that we plan on having in one live stream. And Flashpoint Capital, he also talks about travel credit cards and how to travel the world too, also as well, at a low price, almost for free, sometimes for free too, also as well, and all the benefits that come along with it too, also as well. So we're gearing up for a great six person collaboration. We don't have a date set yet, but we're still working that out between myself, Dwayne, Bob, Dave, and everyone else to try to see, all of our availability, what days and times we're all available, so that way we can set a date and a time that's best for all of us too, also as well. So we're looking forward to that too. I mean, I'm excited about it. Janelle's excited about it too, also as well. So also in the comments, let us know what you think about that. A 6-person collaboration with 6 YouTube channels and 1 live stream. Let us know what you guys think about that too, also as well, inside of the comments. Janelle says, that's so awesome and congratulations at JD Colón. I'm so happy, she says. Okay, so JD, you got a lot of congratulations here from JD. Pink Lady Barber says congratulations on paying those student loans down. Good job, good job. JD Colón says the ugly. Okay, here's the ugly news now. JD Colón says, I lost a few points on FICO after paying the student loans. Yeah, I kind of thought that that would either be in the bad news or the ugly news, JD, because that's normal. That happens like maybe about 90% of the time to people when they pay their student loans off. Okay, when they pay their student loans, that happens to 90% of the time. Equifax, okay, Equifax Vantage Score, which I don't really care about. Okay, I can see that. Why? Dropped 25 points after paying those loans. So weird. Yeah.
It'll go back up.
It will go back up. It will take some time. However, JD, it won't happen overnight. It won't be like a quick thing. It won't shoot back up. It probably won't shoot back up the next month either. It's going to take time. It's going to take time before that score goes back up, to where it was. But it's going to take some time. It's going to be a while.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I wouldn't worry about it, though, however. I mean, it's something that you did. You paid it off. I'm sure you feel a lot better, a big relief that now you paid it off too also as well, especially if it's a debt that can haunt you for many, many years. Like I have one of those, and it can definitely haunt me for many, many years. I mean, the type of student loan that I have, it can haunt someone for the rest of their life if they don't pay it off. Okay. It may not be able to be reported on a credit report, however, for that long, but it can definitely, I mean, student loans, the student loan that I have, they can come after me for the rest of my life. Let's put it that way. Okay. It can garnish my pay, which they're doing right now. And the reason why it's not on my credit report now is because it's so old of a debt. The debt is almost 30 years old, or maybe more than 30 years old. This debt goes way, way, way back to the 90s. And there's just no way they can put that on my credit report because when they, tried to include the original date of the debt, it makes no sense to have it on the credit report at all. So I guess I get lucky about that there. Okay, so see if we have any comments that we had missed here. Janelle says, so that's all you can do. Yep, definitely. I mean, that's all you can do. JD, just, get it taken care of, for sure. Because, like I said, if you have the type of student loan that I have, it could definitely haunt you for the rest of your life. It can affect you. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have any more comments that. Oh, okay. Janelle says, hey, now we don't need that thumb down.
There's one thumb down.
Oh, Janelle says there's one thumb down. Well, I guess we got a thumbs down. This happened before, I believe like maybe 3 times since we've been making videos. So, I mean, hey, we can't avoid a thumbs down, but definitely people, if you, here and you're loving our content, definitely give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel tremendously too also as well. Okay, so Janelle says, let's smash that thumbs up. Yes, Janelle, thank you so much for sharing that too also as well. Okay, yeah, Janelle, I guess our We have a night bot or something saying to go easy on the emojis. I guess our night bot is like saying that we have some kind of night bot with our program, and it just told Janelle not to send so many emojis. Okay, so I don't know if that'll show up there. Yeah, it would. Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Yeah, okay, so it did show up. All right. Everyone, also please give a warm welcome to Ronald Anderson. Welcome back, Ronald. Thank you so much for stopping by once again. Welcome back to you. We really appreciate you. We know you're out there on the road. Sometimes you're working, driving, and you're still able to, you know, to come and join us in our live stream. So we really appreciate you. So everyone, please say hello to Ronald Anderson too, also as well. Kevin Jackson is in the building. Kevin Jackson, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back once again. Kevin says, "Hey, Lyndon and Janelle, Cream Team is in the house once again. Peace be with you." Yes, welcome, Cream Team. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cream Team, too. Also, as well, we really appreciate you guys. So everyone, please say hello to Kevin Jackson, too. Also, as well. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, Ronald has a question. Ronald says, anyone hear anything about Ox Publishing or Hutton Chase having problems or reporting trade lines to TransUnion? Well, Ronald, I can tell you just from me having those two trade lines, I had past tense because I had signed up with Ox Publishing a few months ago. I believe it was in either May. I believe it was May or was it April? I don't remember which one it was, either May or April. And Ox Publishing, when I looked on my credit report, it said that Ox Publishing had closed the account, right? And how I found out about that is that I got an alert from one of my credit monitoring services saying that my credit score went up. Okay. And I was wondering, I said, okay, what could have happened that made my credit score go up all of a sudden? And then when I checked my credit report, it was showing that Ox Publishing had closed the account. They had actually removed the account off of my credit report. Okay, so since Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase was two of my newest accounts, at the time they were only 2 months old, I believe. Um, and my average age of credit is like 1 year and 7 months right now. Um, so I went ahead and I just called up Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase, and I just asked them to close the accounts, you know. Um, so that wasn't an issue at all because Ox Publishing, I guess, had already closed the account. Hutton Chase, though, however, I had to actually call them to get that account closed. And since it was my newest account, it did not affect me at all whatsoever because I already have over $55,000 in credit, total credit limit. So it wasn't a big, deal to close the account. And being that it was my newest account, it kind of made my average age of credit go up, and it also made my credit score go up too, also as well. But to answer your question in the short way, Ronald, I'm hearing a lot of people, especially on Facebook and the Facebook credit groups, saying that they're having this type of problem too, also as well, with Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase not reporting to their TransUnion credit reports too, also as well. So a lot of other people are still having problems with them. I don't know really what's going on with them. Had they been my oldest accounts, one of my oldest accounts, I would have probably still had them open, an account open with them right now. But I'm also glad they're not one of my oldest accounts either, because having Ox Publishing removed from my credit report would have affected my credit score in a negative way, would have caused my credit score to go down, actually. So I'm very grateful that they're not one of my oldest accounts. All right, but Ronald, yeah, if I hear any more about Ox Publishing or Hutton Chase, I would definitely let you know. But right now, yeah, they are having a lot of problems getting stuff reported to the credit bureaus. Not only TransUnion, I've been hearing other credit bureaus too, also as well. They're having some issues going on there. I have no idea what that is about. A lot of it has to do with agreements between the creditor and the credit bureau too, also because the credit bureau only allow certain creditors to report to them, whereas other creditors have a very difficult time getting things reported. Okay, Pink Lady Barber says, "Hello, Cream Team." Yes, definitely. Hello, Cream Team. Welcome back once again, Cream Team, to also as well. Let's see, did I miss? Okay, here's a comment that I believe I missed. Ronald Anderson says, I just signed up with them. Should I cancel then? Okay. Well, what do you have on your credit, Ronald? I believe you have quite a lot of
So,
accounts on your
you
credit.
just signed up with them how long ago?
How long ago did you just sign up with them? And how many accounts do you have right now on your credit report? Okay. Reporting every month. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because I mean, if you have enough credit already, and if you already are keeping your balances at 0 or under 7% already, then it really doesn't matter if you can't if you don't have them. Okay, and if they're not your, since you just said you just signed up with them, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
As long as there's no balance?
as long as there's no balance, as long as there's no balance, and you paid off, whatever you owe to Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase, you want to make sure before you cancel, if that's what you decide to do, you want to make sure that you call them and you ask them what your balance is. And I would give it another week or two and call them again just to make sure. Because sometimes the first time that you call them, it may be something that did not post to the account yet. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to call them again after a couple weeks and ask them again, okay, what your balance is. And if they still say you have no balance, you don't owe them anything the second time you call, then you can go ahead and close the account, okay? Because if you have enough credit on your credit profile right now, there's really no need to have Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase there too also as well. All right, so let's see what else we have here. JD Colon says, did you guys hear that Amex took away the green card? I kind of did very briefly. I kind of whizzed right past an article I saw about that online. I didn't really read it, but I did see something like that, and people were saying that they're bringing it back. Yeah, people were saying that they're bringing it back. They're making some changes to it.
They're not
to also as well. They're not offering it to any new people, new applicants, but they will be bringing it back once again. So yeah, I did hear about that. Ronald Anderson says last week, and my credit utilization is down to 9%. Okay, awesome. Okay, so if you just signed up with them last week, Ronald, it should not really affect you. Um, it should not affect your credit score in any negative way. Actually, it may affect it in a positive way, or it may not affect it at all. Because if you just signed up with them last week, by the time they report to the credit bureau, um, you know, I mean, it's not going to have any effect, hardly any effect at all, because your credit score is pretty much going to stay where it was before you signed up with them, because you're canceling before they report to the credit bureau. So all they're going to do is report and say, no, this account was closed, but they may not even report it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure about that because it's so close to the date that you signed up. Uh, in between that date and the date that they report to the credit bureau. So it may not have no effect on your credit score at all. I mean, in my situation, it did have an effect on my credit score because they had already reported to the credit bureau after I opened up the account, and the account had reported for at least 2 months, I believe, to the credit bureaus. And the first time they reported to the credit bureau, my credit score went down actually because of the Hutton Chase and the Ox Publishing, two brand new accounts. It lowered my average age of credit, right? So that caused my credit score to drop. And I mean, believe me, people, average age of credit. A lot of people talk about credit utilization and credit utilization. They stress the credit utilization. Okay. But average age is huge. Okay. Average age is huge. It's intertwined with payment history, it's intertwined with length of credit history, it's intertwined with credit utilization too, also as well. It's all intertwined. So what basically that means is that small 10% category, length of credit, it definitely, what it does is it affects the other categories. Okay. It could affect it in a negative way or a positive way. As you already know, payment history is 35%. Credit utilization is 30%, right? Length of credit history is 10%. But in an example, as if you had a authorized user, right? You had an authorized user and it was 10 years old, for example, that average, that can boost your average age of credit, right? And also you get all the payment history too also as well. So you get a 35% payment history in that category. You get the credit in that category too. And whatever the credit limit is and however that person is managing it and the credit usage, you can also make gains on your point too as well, with the credit utilization too also as well. So um, don't sleep on the average age of credit. Okay, don't sleep on that. Don't say to yourself, okay, it's only 10%. No, it affects a lot of those other categories too. Okay, actually they bounce off of each other. Okay, let's see what else we got here as far as comments. Oh, Kevin Jackson says, may God be with you. The storm is over in Jesus' name.
But let them know, people that just came
yes, for all the people that just came on, there is a tornado, right?
We had last night.
A tornado that we had here in South Dakota. We had 3 last night. And did a lot of damage to a lot of homes, businesses, a couple of hospitals. One hospital, right? One hospital and an apartment building roof got torn off. So no fatalities, minor injuries. Also, there is a tornado warning for Michigan, the state of Michigan too, also as well. Now. So definitely want to let you guys know, if you're in the state of Michigan, you definitely want to be aware of that.
But we are having another storm tonight, that's for sure.
Okay, but we are having another storm here.
Good.
Ronald Anderson says, and they don't take the first payment until October 4th. Wow, that's a long way away from today.
About a month.
About almost a month, I believe. Yeah, almost a month. Wow. So, I mean, like I said, I don't believe that this will affect your credit score at all. Okay, if it does, I would be shocked. Okay, but yeah, I would say, yeah, if you want to go ahead, close that out, especially if you don't need it. I mean, if you already have a good amount of total credit limit between all of your credit cards, charge cards, everything that you have on your credit report. And you can find it out by just going to your credit monitoring service. It will tell you your total credit limit between all of your credit cards and everything else that you have. And it will tell you your total utilization, total credit usage. Okay. And you can look at that from month to month. You probably, maybe you can go back a few months or as far back as you would like to. And if you've been noticing that your utilization has been low already, then you might not need it. But, if there's an issue with them reporting, to the credit bureaus, I don't know. It's kind of iffy because I don't remember them ever having that problem before in the past. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they did have that problem, but none that I know about. Okay, let's see. Ronald Anderson says, I'll probably do my Jewelers Club and New Coast Direct then. Okay. That's a good $10,000 total credit limit between the two of them. Because my jewelers, they offer a $5,000 credit limit, and a New Coast Direct also offers a $5,000 credit limit too, also as well. I believe they charge an annual fee. I believe I had them. They are one of my first and oldest accounts on my credit report too, also as well. So that's how I know. But I believe they do charge an annual fee.
Okay, right now.
So you want to keep that in mind for having the two. Um, so, but it will help your utilization. Now you say your utilization was 9%. Um, it will help your utilization for sure. Okay. Kevin Jackson. Okay, so Kevin Jackson. Oh, okay. I think we already.
Another one.
Oh, another one. Okay.
One
Another one. Okay. Kevin Jackson says, May God be with you. The storm is over in Jesus' name. Amen. And the thumbs up, the prayer sign, and more thumbs up. Thank you for sharing that, Kevin. Really appreciate that. Yes, yes. Thank you for that. This is something we need to do about our night bot. They gave us some kind of night bot here in our program that keeps on getting on people for um, just putting emojis up. We're gonna have to definitely check our night bot here. Yeah, this is our night bot here. I just want to show him here.
That's gonna be me.
So I don't know why
I'll keep my mouth.
This night bot is showing up there, but okay, yeah, we definitely gotta check on Nightbot for sure. But so people, as you can tell, our topic is tips on maintaining a good credit score, and I've already gave you guys a few of them also as well. So here's another one. You want to keep old cards open, right, to maintain longer history. Very important. Okay, you want to keep those old cards open so that way you can maintain um, your history. Okay, Janelle is showing me something here. What is you got here, Janelle? Okay, for the My Jewelers Club. Okay, here did you place a minimum of $100, which you're gonna buy on a My Jewelers site, into your shopping cart, and then you complete the online application. You complete payment for the membership fee and any down payments or sales tax to us as well. Okay, that's coming from the My Jewelers website there. Um, so yeah, like I said, there is an annual fee, so you definitely want to keep that in mind. Take that in consideration. Actually, my annual fee should be coming up pretty soon with My Jewelers and New Coast Direct too, also as well, because they are one of my oldest accounts, one of my first accounts, not the first account or oldest one on my credit. But New Coast Direct is a $95 annual fee to keep your account open and in good standing. So I believe what they're saying here is that this is coming from the New Coast Direct website. I believe what they're saying here is that as long as you're paying your $95 annual fee, they can keep the account open too also as well for you. So yeah, I have an annual fee coming up. I believe it should be coming up like in November or December with New Coast Direct and My Jewelers. And I believe both of them, New Coast Direct and My Jewelers, are almost the same, pretty much, almost identical as far as their fees and the way they run their trade line too also as well. Now you want to keep in mind that those two are really not for shopping, right? It's not a shop. They're not shopping websites. They're not good for shopping. Okay, you can shop there. Don't get me wrong, but they're not for shopping. The reason they're there for is they're to build credit. That's their purpose. Okay. So you don't want to go on there on a regular basis and buy a whole bunch of stuff. If you want to go shopping, go to the best, you know, get the best deals, go to, get the best prices, lowest prices, out there. Don't go to My Jewelers and New Coast Direct on a shopping spree or anything like that. You want to just get what you need to get to open the account and keep it open. That's all you want to do as far with them, and they will keep reporting to your credit bureau on your credit report monthly too. Also, as well, they're very good with that. They report to all three credit bureaus. Okay, Linda, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Linda Castaneda. Linda, how you doing there? Good evening to you too, also as well, Linda. Everyone, please say hello to Linda too, also as well, and if you're just coming on here right now, we're talking about tips on maintaining a good credit score. Okay, that's what we're talking about today, too, also as well. Um, so the first tip was keep your oldest cards open to maintain longer history. Okay, so everyone, please say hello to Linda Castaneda, too, also as well. Okay. So that was the first tip. Keep your oldest cards open to maintain longer history. Second tip I'm going to give you guys is consolidate your cards to have fewer balances. Okay. You want to consider doing a balance transfer. All right. Um, and consolidating your cards so that way you don't have debt all over the place. Like if you have 10 cards, you don't have like 10 balances out there. You want to consider consolidating it, especially if it's becoming a problem for you. Maybe the problem is you just have it all over the place, and it's so difficult, maybe difficult for you to keep track of because you have so many of them. Okay. If you find yourself having to go get some kind of special software, buy some software, or get some special program just for you to keep track of your credit cards, and then you got to realize that you do have a problem there. Okay. So that may be a good tip, consolidate your cards so that way you have fewer balances there, and consider a balance transfer too also as well. Next tip is pretty obvious, people, very obvious. Pay your credit card bills on time. Pay all your bills on time, all your bills, not just your credit card bills. Pay your loans on time. If you have a self loan, self, people, in case you didn't know, self is formerly known as self lender. They changed their name to self. If you have a self loan, pay your self loan on time. If you have a car loan, a mortgage loan, whatever kind of loan, pay it on time. If you have a charge balance, pay that charge balance on time. Your credit card balances, pay them on time. What I recommend is pay off your credit cards in full every month. Okay. If you cannot do that, keep it under 7%. If you cannot do that, then, keep it under 30%, you know. Um, but definitely, if you cannot keep it under 7%, then you want to make sure that you keep all your credit cards on an auto pay. Keep them on auto pay and auto pay the minimum balance, minimum payment. Okay, keep the minimum payment on auto pay. Why, Lyndon? Why should I keep it a minimum payment on auto pay? Lyndon, you keep telling us about how you should keep your utilization under 7% and et cetera, et cetera. Yes, I know. I've been saying that. But the reason why I'm going to tell you guys to auto pay all your credit cards to the minimum payment every month is that, let's say something happens, right? Maybe an emergency happened, right? You broke your leg, okay? Or let's just say you forgot to make a payment one month. It slipped your mind. And these things do happen, people. Okay, it does happen. Um, so in case that happens, you have a system in place for you that will pay your minimum payment. Okay, and I mean, yes, your credit score may go down because you paid the minimum payment on your credit cards, yes, but at least you will not miss a payment. You will not have a late payment. And you don't want a late payment is far worse than having a high utilization. Why? Because with a late payment, it's very difficult to recover from a late payment, and it takes a lot of work to recover from a late payment. Okay. However, from a high utilization, oh, that's simple. That's easy, people. If your utilization is high, then what do you need to do the next month? Pretty simple, right? Pay it down. That's it. That's all you got to do is pay it down. Your credit score will go right back up. Shoo, just like that. Okay. But late payment is very, very difficult. Okay. It can take years for you to recover from a late payment. A late payment, one late payment can stay on your credit report for 7 years. Okay. So that is something, that I say would be like a safety net for you to auto pay all your credit cards for paying the minimum payment due every month. Okay. So you could kind of play with that a little, when you're making your payment each month. And so you want to pay down your credit cards. Um, you can definitely, but have it set up so that way it kind of, lets you know that you do have it set up for auto pay. So when you log into your account, you can see that and say you want to pay off one credit card in full. You can just pay the remainder of, whatever the difference is between the minimum payment and paying it off in full. That way you can pay that off in full. Okay. When you are doing that. All righty. So let's see. Do I have any more comments here? Okay, yes, we do. Laura Martinez says, what's a good place to check your credit score? Good question, Laura. I would say a good, what you say, Janelle?
All of it are answering her too.
Oh, okay.
Your opinion too.
All right, not a problem. Well, Janelle, not Janelle, Laura. Sorry, Janelle. Laura, sorry, Laura. Well, Laura, a good place I would say is Experian. Experian offers a FICO score, so that would be a good place to start. From there to check your credit score that is most widely used by lenders. Okay. Now, for educational purposes, so that way you can work on your credit score constantly, like throughout the week or throughout the month, you can definitely use Vantage scores. Okay, you can use Credit Karma. You can use Wallet Hub. Wallet Hub updates every day. Okay, Credit Karma updates once a week, unless there's a new development, a new change in your credit profile, or to also as well. A lot of people ask me, is Vantage score accurate? Is it an accurate credit score? Well, I would say yes, it's an accurate credit score. Well, why? Why would I say it's an accurate credit score? Because it's a Vantage score. It's not a FICO score. You got to remember, it's a different scoring system. Okay, the Fair Isaac Corporation FICO score has a different scoring system. It has a different scoring range too, also as well. All right. And those two companies, FICO and Vantage, are competitors. They compete against each other. Okay. So one might say the other was bad, and the other might say the other is bad. You know. So I would not say Vantage scores are inaccurate. They're an accurate account of a FICO score, and the FICO scores are an accurate account of the FICO score. That's how I would put it. Okay. Now there is going to be a lot of changes coming about in the future between the FICO scores and Advantage scores pertaining to lenders. Okay. Now FICO is gonna start losing a lot of those lenders that go to the FICO scores to check for a consumer's credit worthiness. They're going to start losing a lot of those to the Vantage scoring system. And the Vantage scoring system is going to start to get a lot of those lenders to start using them as far as with mortgages. Okay, and this has been all over the news too, also as well. It's been talked about for months now. And actually, we haven't done a video about it, but we thought about it. But who knows? We're kind of waiting on some more breaking news about that too, also as well. So, long story short, Laura, Experian. I would say Experian is a good place to check your credit score, and Credit Karma, Wallet Hub, those are good too for educational purposes. But keep in mind that's a Vantage score, so it's going to be different from the Experian because Experian.com is giving you a FICO score. Okay. Let's see what other comments did we have here because we're like way down in the comments. Okay. Laura says either one, JD. So Experian is a good one, Pink Lady. Okay, talking to JD and Pink Lady. Okay, let's keep going down in the comments to see if we missed anything. Laura says I use Credit Karma, but is that accurate? Janelle. And I already answered that one. Let's see. Laura also says I look into Experian and my FICO. Thanks for the information. Yeah, my FICO is also a good place to go to check a credit score too, also as well. Keep in mind though, however, that some of them do charge monthly fee, I believe it is. Depending on what you want. Okay, with Experian, they do charge me a small fee. They also has a free membership. They have a free one, I believe.
Sometimes they offer you a free one.
Sometimes they do offer you a free one. They also have a paid one. They have a feature whereas if you want to refresh your credit score to get an update for right now, for today, right now, you can do that for a fee, and they charge you money for that too. Also, if you don't want to wait, till what is it, every 30 days when they update or so the FICO. I believe it's every 30 days they update your FICO score. But say you don't want to wait 30 days, you want to know right now what your FICO score is today, you can do that, and they charge you a fee for that too also as well. So yeah, Experian is good. My FICO is good too also as well. Okay, so what'd you say, Janelle?
Go ahead, let's do our topic now. Everybody's caught up.
Yeah, we already started the topic already. We're giving out a few tips maintaining a good credit score. So we already did like 3 tips already. The 4th tip I want to throw in here is, don't rack up balances on your credit card. That just goes without saying. You don't want to rack up balances on your credit cards too also as well. That's not a good practice. Another tip would be keep an eye on your credit reports. Check for errors. I believe we talked a little about that previously here. When we first started this live stream, someone had said, I don't remember who it was, but someone had said they found some kind of strange address popping up on their credit report earlier. So I believe it was a
JD Colón.
Was it? It was JD Colón.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it was JD Colón had said that. So yeah, things like that you definitely want to be aware of. So you want to make sure that you keep tabs on your credit report throughout the month. Okay, if possible, if possible. Okay, set it up so that way you have alerts set up there, so it would alert you anytime there is any changes on your credit report or your credit score. It will alert you, send you an email alert. Some of them actually do text message alerts to your cell phone too, also as well. So you want to have those things in place and set up, so that way if there is any changes, you will know. Mine is set up so that way, every time I get a change in my credit score or something happens, like I know I closed out some brand new accounts that I had. I closed out my Credit One account. That was like one of my newest accounts. I closed on Avant card. That was my newest account actually, and I closed Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase too. I closed all of those, and my credit score went up every time I did that because those were new accounts. Okay. So you definitely want to keep tabs on your credit report. And like I said, a good way to do that is set up the alerts with your credit monitoring system. So that way they will notify you every time there are changes to your credit report too also as well. And also some great free credit monitoring services, are being offered by Experian. Okay, Experian had, in case you guys didn't know, we have a video here on this channel. I believe we have 3 videos about it here on this channel about the Experian. No, actually, it's not Experian. The Equifax data breach. Yes, it's Equifax data breach settlement. And what happened was Equifax was sued, and in court they were ordered to pay, I believe it was $700 million to all the people who were affected where their credit information was stolen. Okay, and they had figured out a way to like cheat everybody out of their money, pretty much is what Equifax did. And how they did that is because it's a $700 million settlement. The more people that signed up for this claim, to put in a claim for the money, and which the money was supposed to be either $125 or it was supposed to be a payment per hour, up to $20,000, I believe. Those people that had claimed $125 would not be able to receive that amount, because the more people that signed up to file a claim, the less that $125 will value. So people have broken it down to having a value of maybe even $1 per claim. So the best bet would be to sign up for Equifax's free credit monitoring services, which they offer for 10 years. Okay, 10 years, you can get free credit monitoring services. And this is awesome because this has so much value. It could be valued over a few $100s per year. And over a span of 10 years, it could be worth thousands of dollars. So you definitely want to check out that. It's a free credit monitoring services from Equifax. Equifax settlement. If you want to check out that video that we made here about it, the 3 videos that we made about the Equifax settlement and the Equifax data breach, definitely check out those 3 videos that we have here on this channel. It gets into full detail about what happened, about how it happened, about how you can um, get a claim, how you can claim free credit monitoring for 10 years, how we were all so hyped up and anxious and looking forward to receiving at least a bare minimum of $125 because we were affected by this Equifax data breach. And we're disappointed later on to find out that the more people that signed up, which are in the millions, okay, they're in the millions and millions of people that are signing up as we speak right now to file a claim with Equifax, saying that they were affected too also as well. And it's pretty simple. I mean, if you have been managing credit cards, if you had applied for credit cards, or have any type of credit on your Equifax credit report, it's possible you could have been affected by the Equifax data breach too also as well. So you definitely want to check with the Equifax settlement website. Um, their website, I can get that information for you guys too also as well. But first, we're going to recognize Cakeology Bob for a $10 super chat. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat there, Bob. Really appreciate that too also as well. Bob has his own YouTube channel. Again, for those who have just came in to the live stream. And his YouTube channel is called Cakeology. And on his channel, he talks about building business credit. Okay. And Bob is a business coach, very experienced and very knowledgeable too also as well. So you definitely want to check out his videos, people. Click on his name here in the live stream, Cakeology, and then you want to click on Go to Channel. And when you get to his channel, you want to make sure that you subscribe. You want to hit the bell notifications too also as well, so that way you will not miss a single video too, also as he makes them there on his channel. I'm just looking through the brief details of what had happened so I could give you guys a little bit more information about that Equifax data breach, because we covered that thoroughly in full detail in 3 videos here on his channel too. And I'm just bringing that up too also for Laura Martinez, Laura, because you had asked about credit monitoring service too also as well. So what's a good place to check your credit scores, which you had said. So this you want to check and make sure, checking just to check and see if you had been affected. I was surprised when they told me I had been affected, and Janelle was surprised when they told her that she was affected too also as well. And they had sent everyone an email this week stating that the deadline is October 15th. So for those of you who are watching this, whether you're watching on a replay or you're watching it right now, you have a deadline of October 15th. So by October 15th, you want to contact them and let them know if you're going to switch over to the credit monitoring. If you want to, but it's better to do the credit monitoring. I'll tell you guys that right now, because that right there is going to have more value than the $125 that they offer there for the payment, the one-time settlement payment. Okay, so the deadline is October 15th, or your claim will be denied. Okay, and they have a Equifax settlement site. So you can probably just go on Google, and you could Google the site, and from there, pretty much, you can, first you want to check and see if you were affected. If it says that you were affected by the Equifax data breach, then you qualify, or you are eligible for 10 years of free credit monitoring service from them. and that's worth a lot of money. I would say over $1,000 for sure. Okay, you're talking about 10 years of it. Okay, my cat is actually nibbling on my toes. That's my cat Bridget nibbling on my toes, but she's got some pretty
She has her daddy.
sharp teeth there. She likes to play with my feet. Okay, so let's see if we have any other. Yes, we do. Pink Lady Barber says the fraud alert on my reports apparently has to have any lender trying to establish credit in my name call and verify that it's me. Awesome, awesome. Pink Lady, that's a good setup for you to have, so that way they can call and verify, that it's actually you. And also a good thing, being that a lot of these things have been going on this year. I mean, especially since 2017, has been quite a lot of data breaches. One from Equifax had a huge data breach in 2017. Capital One had a huge data breach also as well, just recently this year, I believe last month, or the month before, I don't remember exactly. So many major corporations that hold vast amounts of data have been breached and broken into, hacked. Um, and A good thing to do, people, is you want to definitely, if you're not planning on applying for new credit right now, but even if you are planning on applying for new credit, you would want to put a freeze on your credit. Put a freeze on all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion too, also as well. And if you need to apply for anything that you want to get, then you can just unfreeze it. You can just unfreeze it. But I believe they give you some type of PIN number. You want to definitely keep the PIN number in a safe place, okay? Or you can remember it if you want to memorize that PIN number, okay? So that way you can unfreeze it, okay, when you're ready to apply for something, okay? And then after you apply for it, if you know already you're not going to apply for anything else for a long time, or even if you are, just freeze it again anyway. Okay. Every time you're ready to apply for something, unfreeze it, because this stuff is real, people. I mean, it's really going on right now. Data breaches are happening. A lot of fraud is going on, right now. So you definitely want to protect yourself too also. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ronald Anderson says, I also signed up for Credit Strong, 2 years. Oh, okay. Awesome. How long have you been with Credit Strong, Ronald? Um, have they reported to your credit bureau yet? And definitely let me know what's going on with them too. And which one did you sign up for? And what are they? What did they offer you? Like what type of interest rate? And that one, does it pay dividends, I believe, or interest on that account pays you? Let me know also in the comments too, also as well. I believe Janelle just asked the same thing, kind of in a different way there. Howard, she says, how is that Credit Strong working out for you? So yeah, great thing to have for your credit mix. And do remember that, credit mix definitely accounts for 10% of your credit score. So you definitely want to make sure you have a good, decent credit mix there too also as well. Okay, so 10%, when you're talking about 10% of a score, that's a lot of points, people. I know 10% may not seem like a lot, but what's 10% of 850? 85, right? 85 points. That's a lot of points. Okay. You may not be able to get credit for the full entire 85 points right now. You may only get a portion of that 85 points. But hey, it's better to have it than not have it at all. Okay, so let's see what the next tip that we have here. The next tip is avoid applying for new credit. Okay, so avoid applying for new credit. That's tip number 6. Okay, And the reason why you want to avoid applying for new credit as much as possible is because new credit, it dings your credit. It can ding your credit score. Okay. Actually, it will ding your credit score. Even if you have a trade line that does not give you a hard inquiry, it will still ding your credit score. You want to know why? Because it will lower your average age of credit. Okay. So it's possible it could still ding your credit score. Okay, and if it gives you a hard inquiry, then it's going to ding you twice. Okay, once for lowering your average age of credit, twice for a hard inquiry. Okay, so you want to avoid applying for new credit as much as possible, especially if you don't need the new credit on your credit report. If you have enough credit already, if your utilization is either between 0 and 7%, then you're fine. You don't need to be adding a whole bunch of trade lines on there and lowering your average age of credit, you know, and all of that. So it's definitely not necessary. I know Credit Karma, is one credit monitoring service where they say, if you have between 11 and 20 trade lines, that is similar to what people with excellent credit has and this and that. But you don't need that many trade lines to have excellent credit. You don't. Okay? You don't need that many trade lines to have a 770 FICO score or a 790 FICO score. You don't need that many. Okay. It would actually take you longer to get an excellent credit score in that range by having that many accounts. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ronald Anderson says, I signed up a week ago for the $1,000 over 2 years. Okay, awesome, awesome, Ronald. Congratulations on that. So I'm sure that would be, working out for you. That should work out for you pretty well, too. Also as well. Um, so let me know. Definitely keep me updated in the loop about that because I definitely want to know how's that working out for you? Because I'm kind of thinking about getting that one too, also in November, because that's when my self loan, the terms is up. So I may get another one to replace that, or I don't know. My mentor has been telling me that I don't really need it to replace that. It wouldn't really make a difference. So I don't know. Kind of like at a standoff right now on that. But I got between now and November to make up my mind what I want to do. So let's see. Okay, so avoid applying for new credit. So you want to pay off all your cards in full. That's what I, recommend. Pay them all off in full because you don't want, why these banks are already rich. A lot of them are rich already. Okay, so why make them richer by, paying interest? Okay, that interest, it may seem like it's not a whole lot, but it adds up over a course of a year or 2 years. That's a lot of money you're paying out to these banks. Okay, that's money that you could use to do something else with. Okay, you planning on opening a new business, you could put that money towards your business. Okay, you could put that money to pay off another credit card. You could put that money into something else. Okay, besides just handing it to the bank. All right. Let's see what else we have here. All right. So avoid applying for new credit. Pay off your credit cards in full. You set all credit cards on auto pay for the minimum payment. That was another tip I gave you guys too. Also as well. So you have 8 tips. Okay. Tip number 9. You want to contact your creditor if you have problems. Any problems whatsoever. You definitely want to contact the creditor. Okay. For sure. If you notice anything kind of that doesn't seem right, like Janelle, she noticed something this morning and she called me. I was at work. She said, hey, I noticed that the Amazon Prime was being charged for, I think it was like 50 something dollars, when we know that our Amazon Prime membership is only like $12.99 or so a month. And, she called the creditor, right? You did that, right? So that's what you want to do. And they got it all straightened out for her and everything. no worries there. So you definitely want to contact your creditor if you notice any problem. If you have problems whatsoever, don't be shy. Give them a call. All right. And also, here's one that's just totally obvious, but you definitely want to be aware of this and keep. This one is very important. Okay. This is tip number 10. You want to spend within your means. Okay. That means on your credit cards, on your charge cards. Okay. Even on those sites where you go on, if you got a Finger Hut account or you got a My Jewelers, Hutton and Chase, New Coast Direct, whatever trade line or store website that you go on, you shop, even Amazon too. Spend within your means. Okay. So basically, what does that mean? Okay. That means if you don't have the money in the bank right now to pay for it, don't get it. Okay. Um, don't get it. Okay. Don't exceed. The next one is don't exceed your limit. Okay. That's tip number 11. Don't exceed your limit. So that's pretty obvious there. Okay. Don't exceed your limit. If your limit's $1,000, and that's what a limit is for. That's the point that you cannot go above. You definitely don't want to max out your credit card either. And if you do max out your credit card, you have, from the beginning of the month up until around the time when your statement closing date is to pay it down or pay it off. Okay. Some people will max out their credit card several times during the month. Okay. Especially a lot of people that have like a credit card, like a secured credit. If you have a secured credit card that has like maybe $300 limit or $200 limit or $500 limit, it's easy to max that out very fast. Okay. So that can a lot of people max those out several times, like I said, several times during a month. But they do pay it off. They max it out, pay it off, max it out, pay it off, max it out, pay it off. But that can help you to also, as long as you're vigilant about it. You're vigilant about it, and you make sure that you pay that balance down or pay it off before your statement closing day. You'll be fine. Okay. It does help you though, however, because your creditor sees that. And it's possible your creditor can give you credit limit increases because they can be saying, hey, this guy or this lady, we gave them a $200 credit limit, and it seems like that's not enough. Why don't we raise it a little? They keep maxing the card out every month, and they're paying it off fine, no problem. But maybe we should just give them more credit. Okay, maybe they don't have enough credit. That's why they keep maxing the card out. So that's one way that can help you. It can help increase your credit limit. Okay, as far as that's concerned. Okay. And as far as your credit card debt is concerned, your overall credit card debt, right? And the payments that you're making in your credit card payments, there is a 2010 rule. Okay, there's a 2010 rule. The 2010 rule is basically that your debt, your overall credit card debt is 20% of your annual income, and 10% of your take-home pay is what your credit card payments is. Okay. So just remember 2010. Okay, 20%, and then 10%. So that's the limit. No more than. So your total credit card debt is no more than 20% of your annual income. So that's your limit. No more than 20% of your annual income. Okay, so that way you want to make sure that you're not spending more than you're making. Okay, so that's the whole idea about the 2010 rule. All right, and also that your credit card payments are 10% of your take-home pay. And it stresses take-home pay and not your gross pay. Okay, because the gross pay is taxes are included in all of that, and it could be 401k, a whole lot of other stuff included in all of that. But now your take-home pay, 10% of that is your credit card payments, no more than 10%. That's pretty much the limit. So we have a comment here from Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber says, my power went out for a second. Wow, Pink Lady. So maybe you getting this, just the storm started out there already?
You're having a storm out there.
Janelle says you're having a storm out there. So definitely want to...
We're in it too. It hasn't came yet.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you definitely want to... we'll be praying for you, Pink Lady. Just make sure you stay somewhere safe too also as well. Okay. And keep watching the news or listening to the news. Okay.
We do have a special announcement from yesterday.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I know.
In a second. Yeah. Okay. Tip number 11 is you want to chip away at and reduce your overall debt. Okay. So that's another tip. You want to start chipping away and reducing your overall debt. Okay. So your debt on your credit cards, and charge cards, what have you, definitely want to start chipping away at that. You have loans you're paying on every month. Definitely start chipping away in that by, as far as like if it's a loan, it's open, it's in good standing and everything, don't pay it off early unless you definitely have to. Okay. Because credit doesn't really look at it too favorably when you don't you don't fulfill the entire term of the loan. Okay, I mean that's just the way credit looks at it, and credit scores look at it. Okay, so if you need to pay off that loan right now in full, my suggestion would be to pay off the majority of it. Speak with your lender, and leave a very small amount. Even if it's say $12, a small amount on the $12, and pay $1 a month for a whole year. But keep the term, fulfill the full term of that loan. Okay, that way you can continue to see your credit score increase from that. Okay, because if you pay that all off early, chances are your credit score will go down. You will lose that part of your credit mix too also as well. You will lose all the history that you would have had you kept the full term of that loan. You would lose all the increases in your points on your credit score that you will have had you fulfilled the whole term of that loan. Okay, so that's why I recommend don't pay off loans early. Okay. Now, if you're going to rate shop, here's point number 12. Okay. If you're going to rate shop, you need to rate shop. Basically, what I'm talking about here is just, say you're looking for a mortgage, or you're looking for a good rate, say on a loan per se. It could be a personal loan, right? I stress a personal loan because personal loans, they affect your personal credit report. I'm not really talking too much about business loans because, a lot of business loans, they do not affect your personal credit report. But if you're shopping around for the lowest interest rates, then you want to make sure, right, that you do that within a 2-week period. Within a 2-week period, because the way the system works, especially like with mortgages and car loans, when you're shopping around for interest rates, it can help you to avoid having multiple hard inquiries. Okay, so what they do, the credit bureaus, they go by a time frame. Um, so that way, all of your credit applications within a certain time period, I believe that's like 14 days, I believe it is, can count as only one hard inquiry instead of 20 or 15 hard inquiries, whatever. It may still show up on your credit report, yes, but the way the credit bureaus will score it, they will only score it as one hard inquiry. So again, so if you have to rate shop around for rates, make sure you do that within a 2 week period. Okay. Now, point number, tip number 13 is use credit monitoring services. Okay, so that's pretty simple. And I just gave you guys a huge tip. You want to contact Equifax, the Equifax settlement website. You can Google that. Or better yet, you can look here on this channel. We have 3 videos talking about the Equifax data breach in full detail. Okay. But you want to go on the Equifax settlement website, fill out the form, and then they will tell you whether or not you were affected by the Equifax data breach. Okay. And if you were affected, then you are eligible to receive 10 years of free credit monitoring. Okay. So that would help you out a lot. That credit monitoring, remember, is free. A lot of companies, they offer these type of credit monitoring services for at least $35 a month or more. Okay, so there's a lot of value in that. Okay, so excuse me. Another point, this would be tip number 14. All right, and what we're talking about here, people, a topic is tips on maintaining a good credit score. Okay, so tip number 14, it's the last one, is use credit boosting services. Okay. You want to use credit boosting services because they help to increase your credit score. Okay. And some of them can increase your credit score in a short period of time. It can be short as, within a few minutes, within 5 minutes, you can boost your credit score 5 or 6 points. Okay. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. Use your credit boosting services. Now I want to recognize a new person that just walked in the building. Everyone, please say hello to David Amex King Moss. David, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining us, David. Too also as well. Really appreciate you. Thank you for the like. Really appreciate it. Just reminds me, people, hit the thumbs up button. It definitely helps out our channel, helps YouTube promote our videos too also as well, especially this one better. So definitely you want to hit that thumbs up button as much as possible too also as well. Thank you for the like, David, too also as well. And let's see what we have here. I believe David has his own YouTube channel. I'm not sure, but I believe so. But I definitely got to check that out because I remember the other David from Tech Travel Explore Click. He talked about a David who was in Spain and who was doing a video in Spain. But I'm not sure. Is that you, David? Amex King Moss? I'm not sure. But yeah, I remember he talked about it, but I didn't know much about it because I never seen the actual video. So that's one video I definitely want to check out. That video from Spain that Tech David was talking about for sure. But welcome, David Amex King Moss, and welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. It's a pleasure to have you. You're always welcome here. Feel free to comment as much as you like or as little as you like. If you see any questions that you would like to answer, go ahead. Feel free. Take a swing at it for sure. There's a lot of knowledge here on this channel. There's a lot of knowledge here in these live streams because, we have a lot of people here, in our live streams that, have a lot of tons of experience with credit cards, too also as well. So, a lot of knowledge here. So we definitely benefit from one another. So everyone, please say hello to David Amex King Moss too also as well. So as far, what'd you say, Janelle?
Is he still in Spain?
That's what I was trying to find out. If he was the one that Tech David was talking about that was in Spain, that was doing a video out there in Spain. Because I wanted to check out that video, but I guess I'm gonna have to definitely check it out for sure. Okay, here it is. Okay, David says, yeah, I was in Spain for 2 weeks. Just got back yesterday. I'm starting a channel at the end of the year. I'm renting out my house, going to live out of Marriott's with my ambassador status full time. Wow. Okay, awesome. Excuse me. Sounds like a plan there. And then he says they're in 2020. Awesome, awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to you starting that YouTube channel there, David. Because I would like to see what Spain looks like for sure. Like a lot of people at my job are Barcelona fans. Yeah, they watch a lot of soccer games. So they're into the Barcelona soccer games. They have a team, a popular team called Barcelona, and they're from Spain, and they do show a little clips here and there of Spain. But I definitely would love to see a video about Spain for sure. Definitely. A point or tip number 14 is use credit boosting services, and there are two great credit boosting services. Actually, three I can tell you of. There's probably a lot more than that. The first one I can tell you of is Self. They're formerly known as Self Lender. Okay, they're an installment loan. If you don't have a loan on your credit profile right now, if you don't have anything, you don't have any car loans, no mortgage loans, no personal loans, no nothing on there as far as in the loans is concerned, then self is a good loan to have. They report to all three credit bureaus every month, and the average person that signed up with Self have seen the credit boost of over 110 points within their first year of having the installment loan with Self. So that is definitely something that you want to definitely think of. If you don't have if you don't have a loan right now on your credit profile reporting. Another one, a great one, is called Credit Strong. And Credit Strong is also an installment loan. Pretty much works the same as Self Lender, but they're a little cheaper, lower in price than Self Lender. The interest rates are lower. They pay you interest on your account, and they also pay you dividends on your account too, also as well. And you can get a larger loan amount from them also. Okay, David Amex King Moss says just got to stay in Barcelona for 5 nights with a ocean view on the 23rd floor at the Hilton Diagonal Marriott with points. Wow, that's awesome, David. And you did all of that with points. Great job, did David. Awesome, awesome. So everyone, please say congratulations to David Amex King Moss for being able to do that. That was definitely awesome. And Janelle says she's jealous. Janelle says, I'm so jealous now at David King Moss. Yeah, I'm kind of a little jealous too myself, but that's awesome. Great job there, David, for doing that too also as well.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting, Janelle. Very, very interesting. Yes. So for those of you who are watching right now, this live stream, or maybe you're watching this live stream on a replay, traveling the world for free or little or almost nothing is definitely possible. People are out here doing this right now. It's not something that we're just talking about. It's a good reason to build your credit. It's a great reason to build your credit. And that's why on this channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score, we focus on how to build your credit, how to increase your credit score, to build a strong credit profile, too, also as well. And, that's one of the reasons to be building it to travel the world for free. So another credit boosting service is Experian Boost. So Experian Boost is definitely another one that you want to check out. If you haven't already, you want to check out Experian Boost. That is if you feel comfortable, with sharing your banking information with the Experian Credit Bureau. Okay, if you're not comfortable with that, then don't sign up for Experian Boost. But if you are, you're comfortable with sharing your banking information with Experian, the credit bureau, then you can boost your credit score between, I think I've heard of people boosting their credit score up to 10 points. Okay. Some of them 4 points. Sometimes you can boost it for 6 points. And it takes less than 5 minutes to boost your credit score up. I mean, literally. You could just go on the Experian.com website and pretty much you can do it with a cell phone bill. You can do it with a utility bill too also as well. I've done it before with my internet bill. I've done it with my cell phone bill too also as well. And 2 cell phone bills too. So, that's pretty much all they want to see. There is that you're making your payments, your utilities payments, and your bill payments on time too. And the good thing about Experian Boost is that they do not penalize you for making a late payment on your cell phone bill or your utility bill. Now, if you don't pay your cell phone company or utility company at all, and it goes into collections and all that, and then it gets reported to your credit report as a collection, and it's delinquent and all that, that's a different story. Okay, what they're talking about is if you miss a payment. Okay, if you miss a payment and say you pay it late next month, okay, they're not reporting that to the credit bureau. Okay, your cell phone carrier is not reporting that to the credit bureau. Your utility bill company is not reporting that to the credit bureau because you're paying it. Okay, so it's different than having a creditor or your credit card company where if you make a late payment with them and is marked as 30 days late, 30, 60, or 90 is reported to the credit bureau. Okay. I believe it's after 6 months plus 160 days, then it is actual on the credit report as a collection. I don't remember the exact number of months. So Experian Boost is something you definitely want to check out. So there you have it, people. You have 14 tips on ways to maintain a good credit score. So it's very important, to get a good credit score, but it's also just as important to maintain a good credit score too as well. So I definitely want to thank all of you who have joined us here today in our live stream today. And I do want to mention that today is Panda. Yesterday was Panda, our cat's, one of our cats' birthday. Janelle wanted me to mention that. I got a great picture of him. It's on my Facebook page. If you guys want to check it out, it's a picture of Panda here, him with a nice birthday party hat we put on him, and we took a nice picture of him, put him on our on my Facebook page. So if you guys want to check it out, you can definitely follow me on Facebook. The link is at the bottom of the About section of this channel. Right now, what I want to do as a tradition here on this channel, I want to recognize everyone who has shared, commented, raised questions, shared good credit news with us too also as well. And I want to recognize some of the new people. I believe we have one new person here. I don't want to spoil the surprise guy. Tell them that it's on my Facebook, on my Facebook page. So I don't want to show it to them right now because then there'd be no need for them to see it on the Facebook. Janelle. So okay, so I definitely. Oh, Panda's cute. Thank you for saying that, David. And David also said just hit the notification bell for your channel. Thank you so much for that, David. Really appreciate that too, also as well. That's great to hit the bell for notifications. You'll never miss a video. You should miss a video, and you should get notified. Every time we make new ones, and also when we post in our community tab. Also, you will definitely know about it. It should pop up too on your phone, also on your YouTube. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to say a special thank you to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, thank you so much for joining us once again. And congratulations to Pink Lady Barber. Her FICO score is at 790. So everyone, if you haven't already, please say congratulations to Pink Lady Barber. Awesome job on a 790 FICO score, Pink Lady. Also want to say a special thank you to Sneaky25. Welcome back again. Thanks again for showing up to another live stream with us, and we look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Also want to say a special thank you to Cakeology, Bob. Thank you so much for that wonderful $10 super chat, Bob. I really appreciate that. And Bob, we're looking forward to doing that special collaboration with you and David at Travel Explore Click, and Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV, and Will Schropp, and hopefully Flashpoint Capital too, also as well, and us here at How to Get an 800 Credit Score. All of us together in a 6-person collaboration, 6 channels, too, also as well. It's going to be a great time. Looking forward to that. Also want to say a special thank you to Laura Martinez. Laura Martinez, thank you so much. Um, Also, Laura, really appreciate you, and thank you for your question about the credit monitoring service. And I hope we answered your questions to the best of our ability to. Also, as well, I hope you got a lot of good, useful information out of this live stream today, Laura. Thank you so much for stopping by. I also want to say thank you to JD Colon. JD Colon, thank you for the good news, the bad news, and the ugly news, as you called it, JD. Really appreciate that too, also as well. You do always add a lot of value to our live streams. Really appreciate you. Also want to say a special thank you to Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor, welcome back again, and thank you for adding value to our live stream too, also as well. Thank you for showing up. Really appreciate that, Brian. Also, I want to say a special thank you to Ronald Anderson. Ronald Anderson, thank you for stopping by once again. Ronald, appreciate you also as well. And thank you for the question about the Ox Publishing and the Hutton Chase trade lines. Really appreciate that. I'm sure we all got a lot of information, useful information about the answers to that question too, also as well. So thank you for sharing that, Ronald. Also want to say a special thank you to Kevin Jackson and the Cream Team. Thank you for showing up this evening, Kevin and the Cream Team. Really appreciate all of you, and looking forward to seeing you as well in many more live streams to come. Also, I want to say a special thank you to Linda Constanita. Linda, thank you so much, Linda, for stopping by. Really appreciate you once again. And also, special thank you to our new person here in our live stream, David Amex King Moss. David, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Don't have Facebook
again. Looking forward to seeing you again in many more of our live streams too, also as well. Okay, so once again, if you guys want to see Panda's birthday costume or whatever that how we dressed him up, his party hat and everything, you can definitely follow me on Facebook. The link is in the bottom of the About section of this channel too, also as well. All the links to follow me on social media, on Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Instagram can be found. All those links can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel. You want to support the channel, definitely sign up with our Patreon. That link is in the bottom of the About section of this channel. To also as well, join our Facebook credit group. It's called How to Get Excellent Credit. That link to join our Facebook credit group is also there at the bottom of the About section of this channel too, also as well. Like our Facebook page is named after our channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score, too, also as well. And Pink Lady Barber says, yes, happy birthday to Panda the Panther. Yes, so everyone, please say happy birthday to Panda, to also as well, our cat. If you want to donate anything for Panda's birthday, to be donated to Panda for his birthday, you can feel free to do so, too, also as well. So thank you so much for stopping by, too, also as well. And the link to email me if you have any special questions or needs. You need someone to work with you one-on-one, like a credit coach, to help you increase your credit score, help you build credit, or help you to build that strong credit profile. You have any additional questions, definitely you can email me at lyndonbaptiste@gmail.com. That link is at the bottom of the About section of this channel, too, also as well. So if you're looking for ways to increase your credit score, to build your credit profile, to get approved for lines of credit, for business loans, to travel the world for free, or get approved for credit cards so that you can earn benefits in the form of cash back, travel points, you name it. And you definitely want to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications too, also as well. So that way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too, also as well. Make sure that when you select notifications that you select all notifications, so that way you won't miss any. Also want to say a special thank you to Pink Lady Barber for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Pink Lady Barber, for that $2 super chat. So if you want to donate anything for Panda's birthday, you can definitely donate through the Cash app. My Cash name is Lyndon Baptiste, and I'll actually spell that out in the comments for you guys too, also as well, so that way you can have the name there. And so this is what the Cash name looks like. Okay, yeah, this is what the Cash name looks like. Looks just like that. So let's put it up on the screen there. So that's what my Cash username is. So if you want to send any kind of donation from the channel, and maybe you're watching this live stream on a replay, you could definitely donate that way. Is $ Lyndon Baptiste on the Cash app. Okay. And Laura Martinez says, thank you and have a good night. Yes, thank you, Laura, for stopping by. I really appreciate you, too, also as well. So all of you guys, thank you. If you have any suggestions for any topics that you would like us to discuss here on this channel, definitely let us know. We're open to suggestions at any time. You can feel free to leave a comment in the community tab or comment on this video. Email me however you'd like to. Feel free to also as well. So everyone, thank you. Really appreciate all of you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for the channel. And also, be safe out there. I know there's some tornadoes, warnings going on in different states. So definitely stay safe. You want to stay blessed. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.